Hi and welcome to More Than a Story, our D&D podcast about bachelors and beholders. I'm your DM, Joe, joined by...
Sam, playing Gleon Bowden.
Ben, playing Griffin Minotia.
And Lewis, playing Torsten Farengray.
This is... God, I've entirely lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, but that he's lost because that intro was so fucking smooth.
Just clean.
Yeah,
We've
already
recorded
it.
And then Joe just can't follow up.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we've already recorded this initial segment once and lost it, so we'll jump right into the recap.
It's okay, because the first part was trash in the first.
No one did anything cool.
We weren't even funny at all.
No, we're never funny.
I'm never funny.
What does that mean again?
Ha!
Recap. Last session, we arrived in Voltress following Torsten Farengray, who quickly found himself muddled up with two particularly strange individuals at the hands of the Corvid brothers. A fight ensued, which you pretty dominated while taking a few scratches and scrapes here and there. Sam is currently flexing on camera, making a stupid face, which is quite entertaining.
Just his normal face.
You made your way through Voltress, discovering things about the city and each other's backstories, getting to know each other as you made your way to the Golden Wings Academy, where you received a job as well as tried to learn a bit of history that didn't go very well. The fucking page is missing! And then continued on to the hydroponic labs where your job was set, coming across a particularly gross creature making its way through the farmlands, and that's where we will jump into today's session, but not before we get your character's internal monologue at this moment. Grayford, would you like to share with us what you're thinking?
I would be thinking, holy crap, that is a disgusting being, and rings a bell, as we heard about him last time, or at least a story about him, and how he is much grosser in person than mental image and through words.
Gwion is, kind of thinking from last fight, and some questionable decisions, and being a hot-headed individual, that he needs to try and stay calm and remember what he's been trained and his mental discipline and make rational decisions.
Solid. Torsten.
It's here. It's actually here. And that's pretty much what's going on a loop through Torsten's head right now. No other thoughts. Bit of tunnel vision going on.
You roll for initiative, but we've already done that because we re-recorded this particular segment.
I rolled a 20!
Griffith
I also rolled a 20.
No, lies. Scandalous lies.
Still my thunder.
Given our table rules, Groford gets to decide. We've lost Sam.
We lost Sam for a moment. He'll be back.
My goodness.
But yes, because I rolled a 20, I get to decide what time.
I get to roll a 20. Oh, you can see it in the window. It's just that as well.
That's freaky. Oh man, I can see you have a mirror behind you.
Glass.
That glass there reflected my face only behind you. That was so weird.
There's a person in the back.
Yeah.
I keep you in that cupboard 24/7.
Yeah, I understand. I'm collectible actually. Keep me mint in package though, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
What would you say your condition is now? New to used?
Yeah. Heavily used by this point, to be honest.
Battle damaged.
I'm going to go with C grade.
Anyway.
You could say broken.
Very good.
Still functional.
Good. I'm going to jump right back into it. With our table rules, Groford gets to decide where he goes in initiative with an actual 20. What else was everybody else's initiative? Gwion?
I have 10, but I know the monster got 10, so my dex
also
is
did
plus
get 10.
4.
Yeah, so you will be ahead of the monster. The monster will be going second to last, given that, because Torsten, you were an 11, correct?
I did.
Yeah, no worries.
So the monster's going last then?
The huddled turtle that was at the end of the last session is currently there in between you and the monster on the ground. He's retreated into a shell, protecting himself from the outside world. But you hear him go, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" Actually, sorry, let me do that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, nice, solid.
From the inside of his turtle shell.
So you're saying we need to kill every mother trucker that may deal harm to the turtle?
Everything in this farm is a demon.
Everything in this farm is a demon.
So does that mean we're demons?
Yes. Griffith, where would you like to be in initiative?
I'd like to go after Torsten before Guion.
After Torsten before Guion, so you will be second initiative. So that is Torsten, you are to start.
Okay, I stare straight at the creature. The last time I saw this thing, I was lying on a stone floor, ice cold to my bone, with fire licking at my skin. The bodies of people I loved are laying around me, and this creature was standing, moving. I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I will. Where is it? How far is it? Up on top of that?
It is up on top of that, so it's about 25 feet up.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to grab a javelin from my backpack and hurl it straight up at the creature, and then run to the base of the hydroponic tower that it's currently up.
To quickly describe the scene as it is, we are currently on a large balcony, on the several layers to this hydroponic farm. You're on one of the balconies. There's a control panel right next to Torsten, and another one a little ways away. It's all like potted plants and various arrays of machinery, each feeding a specific purpose that you're not sure of as of yet. The creature is atop the one of the far fertilizer stands, or and it's currently burning its way through the top of all of these plants with the heat it's radiating off its flesh, perpetually dripping, as we described last time. You want to throw, make that attack roll. Get it with your javelin.
Yeah, so that is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Big up.
Okay, we're gonna hit with a javelin. 5 points of damage, piercing damage, please.
5 points of piercing damage, no worries. Let me just put that into combat.
5 of these bad boys. Alright.
Yes.
And I'll sprint 30 feet forward.
Nice.
Actions, bonus actions. I don't really have any useful bonus actions, so I'm going to leave that as my turn.
Yeah, no worries. That makes it Guion's.
Me.
Griffith's turn.
Me. Okay. I'm guessing, does Torsten's face drop?
He looks grey, pale, shocked. You can see the flop sweat dripping down the back of his armor. There's a slight shake to his hand as he deftly throws that javelin, but there is a tremor to him as he moves forwards.
In fact, as I throw that javelin, you'll see the grey face sort of break into a scream of rage as the javelin leaves my hand. Just as I run straight forward, throwing the javelin ahead of me.
Okay. The sadness turning into rage. Okay. I will, without saying a word, step forward into perfect line of sight of this thing.
Nice.
This entity. And with my arms it's about 80 feet.
Yeah. It is about 80 feet, yeah.
I think I can hit it with this. Okay, no I can't. Okay, I will start moving forward a little bit. I think I was here, so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so I can get to here.
Nice.
I think that's still like 50 feet away from it, as it's up at an angle as well.
Yeah, it's about 50, 60. Yeah.
Okay, with my action,
Cool.
I am going to. I'm going to tap my hands on my shoulders, and the cogs that are always clicking around my stomach sort of slow down as a frosty air sort of starts covering me, and I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself as crystals go across my armor.
Nice.
Go on.
Yeah. I imagine in my head that, like you said, your eyes have a slight reddish glow to them. I imagine like some of the internal workings have a similar colour to them, and as you cast that spell, that they shift to like a tealy, like cold blue as you cool down.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. I went down 65 feet.
65 feet.
5
Would
feet.
you Pythagoras that shit? What did you do?
I still remember my GCSEs.
And random numbers. And aside from that, I will do nothing else. I'll have my turn.
Solid. That makes it Guion's turn.
Guion will try to stay calm, seeing Growfed and Torsten make their way forwards. He will also make his way forwards, but not to the same level. He's going to walk forwards about 15 feet, plant his feet, unwrap his red golden clothed bow, and just take a breath, breathe in, breathe out, and in his quiver on his back, a arrow of lightning, as he closes his eyes and takes time just to steady himself, will just slowly form. And that's his entire turn. But then he's just going to wait there.
Taste.
That brings it to the Flesh Amalgam's turn. The Flesh Amalgam is like flowing over the top of these plant containers. It like drips. You see like sections of its flesh drop to the ground like hot wax, and then just like pool and turn like a reddish grey, and then turn to dust against the ground as it continues to grow this flesh and eyes and limbs and teeth as it continues to boil in place. It is going to make its way down the side of the container for 10 feet, and then it's going to make its way across for another 20 to where the Tortle is lying defenseless on the ground.
No!
So the Tortle gets an additional bonus to its AC of 5. But he is going to...
I will silvery barb this, just to let you know.
Okay, no worries. It's going to make its attack. Do you decide before or after the...
You tell me what it is, I think. Let me just double check that.
It only rolled a...
You don't just decide whether it hit. You don't get to know whether it hits or not. You get to know
I
the
get
number.
to know the roll. Yeah, I get to know the number.
Oh, it
As far
rolled
as
a 2.
I remember.
Roll a 2.
Yeah, it's before the outcome, but after
I'm
the
gonna
roll.
I'm gonna trust the Tortle.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, it just like slams down on the surface of the Tortle shell, and the flesh like roils over the top of it. You momentarily lose sight of the Tortle entirely, and you hear another "Oh my fucking god, help me!" As he continues.
Nice.
You can imagine it would be pretty hot where you two are, Torsten, and feel the heat sort of radiating off it. It has this scent to it as well. It's almost like sweet, and it like clags at the back of your throat, like a big mouthful of peanut butter or something like that. That's then its entire go. The Tortle, who's after that, is going to do nothing except for maybe shit himself, which is a terrible thing to do in your own shell.
Yep. By the way, Silvery Barbers is way more broken than that.
No,
it is
really
when a
broken.
creature succeeds on an attack roll, saving throw, or
beautiful.
ability check.
Beautiful.
I knew
So
it
if it passes, you get to cast the spell. You don't get to cast it if it fails.
Yeah.
Sorcerer is good fun. You don't get this with barbarians.
You don't get this with barbarians very often.
No. Cool. That
Okay.
makes it back to the top of the round with Torsten. The creature is... You can't tell if it's looking at you or not.
I rush straight at it.
No worries.
I'm going to move, straight into combat with it, pulling the hammer from its sheath. Let me just check some of my new abilities.
Abilities?
To be honest, no. I'm just going straight in with the hammer. Green Flame Blade to attack with my Warhammer one-handed. So that is a 14 to hit.
That will hit. Solidly, this blow just launches over with Green Flame Blade, and it trails that. What colour did you say it was?
Purple fire.
Purple. This purple fire lingers behind it in the afterimage and sinks into the flesh.
Better. That is 11 points of bludgeoning damage from the Warhammer.
Love to see it.
But there's nothing nearby, so Green Flame Blade doesn't bounce around.
Solid.
Big sad.
Big sad.
Solid. It recoils away from the purple flames and begins to lively move towards you. Its mouth opening and closing and reforming somewhere else as it moves towards you. It goes,
what are you?
Your mum. No, I'm joking. That makes it
What a twist!
That makes it Grayford's turn.
Okay, Growford will with the icy energy around him.
Nice.
The blue mist, a slight flashes of blue energy will start emitting from him as you hear and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. A lightning bolt fires out of my center of my chest towards this guy.
Ooh.
That'll easily hit, but the Tortle also needs to make a save.
Wait, it's not.
No.
It's a single target.
Single target.
Target's Witch Bolt. I thought it was a line.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Tasha's hideous brew, isn't it?
Maybe, but it's also lightning bolt. You might be confusing it with.
Yes.
You can have that. It's third level, right? I mean,
Hit him with a lightning bolt.
I'll take that.
Get the Tortle, roast him in his shell.
Yeah.
Kebab.
He's got a bonus dexterity or something.
I rolled a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Lovely. And as this lightning through the air towards him, it holds a line as lightning sort of is hanging in the air. So I can now deal 3 points of lightning damage to him, but the lightning bridge remains between the two of us.
Big.
And with this, in fact, I'm going to... Ooh, interesting. You know what I would actually do? No, I probably can't do this. Sneaking past, through that little entrance to my right, I'd probably get an attack opportunity. I think so, right?
Which way? Yeah, if you're trying to get through those. You could try and go through the bush, but you don't know what kind of plant that is.
I'm going to try going through the bush.
Yeah. You know, what kind of plant might that be?
Yeah. That's one of those funny things. When you're DM, you say something and you realise, what did I just say?
You trip and fall through the bush, and you get tomatoes all over you. They squish into your armor momentarily, and you put an elbow in a wrong one, and you roll out the other side. It's a little gross, but it's
like
nothing
that.
to be worried about.
I think it's an Italian festival where they just throw tomatoes at each other.
Yeah.
Genuinely a festival.
You know when you put a tomato and the juice spurts out one side? I like to think that they got stuck in your cogs at one point and it hits that explosion everywhere.
You're saying I squirted tomatoes?
I am saying you squirted tomatoes.
It's like a great cooked tomato ketchup smell. And then...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that makes it Guion's turn, if that's the end of your initiative.
Okay.
Yes.
Guion being planted and still, it's actually, after opening his eyes, he kind of looks back, realizes he's got a lightning arrow, feels pretty accomplished of himself, and then is going to run his 30 feet towards the gibbering mother, and again, just trying to stay calm, and just reach out and kind of look at the creature, make a diamond of the creature, and then swipe to the left. And he's going to cast Gust and try and push the creature 5 feet back off the Tortle. It's a strength save against a 12 DC.
Okay. No worries. It rolled itself a 5, so it doesn't...
And he's going to just blast it back 5 feet.
Right.
And that is his entire turn. He's going to Alright, you better get away, disgusting looking creature.
Solid. That makes it the Flesh Amalgam's turn. The Flesh Amalgam, annoyed at the ensuing attacks and its unsuccess with the Tortle shell, is going to move towards Torsten again, and it's going to make itself...
Come at me, you little...
it's going to make itself an attack roll. That is a natural 20.
Don't come at me too much, though.
He's going to silvery bobs it. He's going to silvery bobs it.
Yes, he will.
I'll reroll. That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Holy.
It is going to hit.
Just.
Solid. That is 7 bludgeoning damage and
Okay.
1 fire damage.
Okay.
This creature writhes over you, it's like being just slapped with a wall of flesh. It just lunges at you, and teeth and hands and limbs and everything just impact you all at once, leading to this concussive blast that just rocks you to your core. And then the heat sears against your flesh on the inside of your armor. There is addition. You also watch as the surface on your armor begins to eat ever so slightly as you are pressed up against the creature. You have a -1 penalty to your armor class at the moment.
Oh dear.
Given that you're wearing metal armor, correct?
Do I see that Guion's got a lightning arrow notched?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, from where you are?
Where I am, yeah.
Yeah, I say so. Through the TARDIS.
So can I see him? Cool. I'm going to, with Silvery Barbs, imbue him with the energy of the cosmos. And
isn't the...
advantage on this thing.
Yeah, it would be the Flesh Amalgam. Yeah, it is.
Yes, yeah, you can, yeah.
That's sick.
Is that
instantaneous.
It's Silvery
Yeah,
Barbs.
It's all part of the same reaction.
Yeah.
Busted level 1 spell, eh?
It's so
Great
nuts.
is great
so
level 1.
No worries. That makes it Torsten's go.
Hi.
Back to
The
top of
Tortles
round,
go.
even though the Tortle isn't going to do anything this round.
Okay.
He's shelling it.
Okay, I believe that makes it my go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with rage, I will slam the hammer back down into the creature. Purple fire expelling from the metal head.
Nice.
Okay, that's solid. That's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. That will hit.
Okay, and as it lands, the purple fire flashes white gold, and I will pump a divine smite into that thing.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Roll for damage.
So that's a first level divine smite. Can I check? Is this a demon?
It is not a demon.
It is not a demon. Okay,
What-
cool.
What other categories does that affect?
Let me just find it, because I appear to not be able to find it.
Demon's my
I
fiend,
believe
isn't it?
it's demons, fiends,
Divine smite.
Dead as well.
evil, demons, devils.
It's just fiends and undead, I think. So creatures of radiant damage target. Yeah, fiend or undead.
So
But,
devils, demons,
Which
and undead.
includes devils and demons, yeah.
It is none of those, unfortunately.
Okay, then I will just roll my 2 extra damage dice then.
Oh, is it your channel of divinity that allows you to affect Fae,
Yeah.
fiends, undead aberrations?
Yes.
Ooh.
So that's an additional 9 points of radiant damage.
What was the initial damage?
Great question. Let me find my log. Oh, I cleared the log. That was smart.
Sad.
Fire.
What was it?
It was your hammer damage, wasn't it? So
I don't think I rolled it.
I don't
no,
think you
maybe
did.
not.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't remember hearing it. So just
Cool.
roll
Then
that.
it's 8. So 8 bludgeoning and 9 of radiant damage.
17.
17 damage.
Solid.
That's big.
The creature, you see, it's no longer just dripping flesh perpetually out of the ground. There's blood and other unknown fluids leaking from it in all directions. It goes, and then it begins to come at you again. But that will make it Griffith's go.
Groford will use his action to do a d12 of lightning damage as the bolt that's attaching two of them sort of surges with energy and starts pumping him with lightning damage.
Yeah. Nice.
9 points of lightning damage.
9 points of lightning damage. That will do it. You watch as the flesh tears down the middle with the lightning crackling up the center, convulses and then slumps into two heaps on the ground. Those two lumps, however, quiver and begin to writhe as they lift themselves onto their own smaller limbs, and each gives its own and begins to charge towards individual targets.
Do they
Flesh
quiver?
Amalgam splitting into. Don't
Do
say
they
it.
quiver and shit?
No, they quiver and
Do
shit.
they quiver and shit?
They do indeed.
Does Witch Bolt remain to
Very
both
cool.
of them? Is it like a Y now, or is it on one of them?
These are two separate creatures, so Witch Bolt unfortunately doesn't target. Actually, roll me a concentration check, see if you can keep it on one.
I rolled a 15.
Sweet. Okay, yeah, I'll say you managed to keep it on Flesh Amalgam 1.
Okay. It slimes from Minecraft. It slimes.
Don't give away my inspiration, you know.
It's the magma one that used.
Fire resistance potions.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to do weird initiative things.
Finally craft a lead.
I've got the Witcher 3 music playing in my
That's
in my headphones.
You know, it's funny you should say that. I also have the Witcher 3 music.
It's the best D&D music possible.
I did
think.
have my Witcher 3 playing. It's now on to something else.
It's funny you say that. I'm now going to play Witcher 3.
Oh wow!
Right, let me just...
We'll
We'll get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Stop. We'll get copyrighted.
We sing it too well. Just
Yeah.
too well.
And we all know we sing too well, you know.
Just too much.
That's
Just too
it.
well. Too accurate.
Okay, we get it. There's nothing happening in combat.
Give us some
Your actual
beatbox
children.
battle music.
Okay, or like a.
This is new in The Witcher 3.
That was
Yeah,
Groford's
who needs
turn,
Geralt, right?
right?
Geralt couldn't do that shit.
That was Groford's whole turn, so that makes it now Guion's turn.
Yes.
Can I see from where my position is?
Yeah.
Does the Tortle seem to actually still be moving and alive? Because that during
Every now and again you hear it.
Okay. They seem to be yelling in pain.
Not yet. They don't appear to be crying in pain. They more appear to be questioning their life choices, you know?
Okay, in that case,
Right.
that's fine. That's fine. In that case, Gil will whack his bow, and with breathe in and breathe out, he's going to let loose the string, and there'll be a nice reverberating twang that fills the atmosphere. A moment of silence as the lightning arrow is drawn in one motion, pulled back, and fired very quickly into the same one that Groford is targeting with the lightning. I want the lightning arrow to kind of soar through the air, weaving, and then eventually join the lightning into the bolt for this guy.
The closest one to you, which is Flesh Amalgam 1.
Cool. And it's 26 to hit, 'cause I had advantage
That will
from
hit.
Groford. It's going to be 3 points of lightning damage
Solid.
and 12 points of piercing damage.
12 points of piercing damage. That is solid. You
Yeah.
watch as the arrow burns a hole right through the center of the Flesh Amalgam. Again, the flesh slumps into two smaller piles and divides again.
I feel
Into
like
two even
we're
smaller
missing
creatures.
something.
I think we might be electrifying this into life.
Yeah.
Let there be life. Okay, no, those each need their initiative.
We might be Frankenstein's monstering this thing into more creatures.
Into more.
With the remainder of Gwion's turn, he's going to breathe out, look over and be like, well, Mr. Tortle, you should probably move out of the way, or just stay very, very still. We're dealing with the threat. And then he's going to move slightly back.
Okay. 3. Sorry, loads of things to add to initiative.
Yeah, no worries.
3
Um,
points as well. That makes it. That was Guion's turn, so it will be Flesh Amalgam 3's go, which is one of the smaller ones that was just divided. That is this one at the front, and he is going to move his way around to Growth. Yeah, you watch this like rolling, oiling like ball of flesh just like shiver around the corner. It like squishes up one of the tomatoes as it goes, and it just disappears into it.
It had a little snack.
little snack.
It grows
tomatoes.
It grows again like snake. No.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to make an attack against you, Grayford. That is, it sucks at attacking. So
Wait, what did it roll?
It rolled itself a 6.
Okay, on that list.
So it's a swing and a miss. That, however, is also Flesh Amalgam 2's turn after that, who's going to make an attack against the Tortle with advantage.
Hey!
From being on the other side. Hey, at least I'm not considering this. It can technically fit within an inch like diameter space, this creature. I'm not saying that it can get inside the shell. I'm just making this as classic attack.
Can you imagine?
With advantage. It still sucks. It only gets a 12, which isn't enough. So it whiffs its turn, but that makes it back to the top of the round with Flesh Amalgam 1, which is this one just in front of Torsten.
It's faster than me!
It is.
Oh no.
That is a 16?
16 misses.
Okay, it just like it's against your shield and like tries to like nibble at the edge of. You've got a shield out, haven't you? Yeah.
I have a shield, yeah.
Yeah, it like tries to nibble at the edge of it, and you see like it's like weird teeth that none of them match just like dig into the edge of your shield and hey, who's drawing a cone?
I'm doing something.
No. Let them cook. That makes it Torsten's go.
Okay. I will shove this creature back with my shield and then take a breath in and a breath out and shout, I command and abjure you, be gone, creature of the void, in the name of the Order of the Sentinels. And I will strike my shield, and a ripple of divine energy will wash out of me, and I will use my divine, what is it? Channel Divinity, that's what it's called. Abjure the extraplanar. So if this is an aberration, a celestial, an elemental, a fae, or a fiend, it must make a wisdom saving throw of DC 13.
It is indeed one of those things. Which one? Is it all of them?
Any of them, yeah. Each
creature, yeah.
Yeah.
How large is the radius?
It is everything within 30 feet that can hear me.
So Flesh Amalgam 1.
Let me just roll a d20, guys.
Flesh Amalgam 2 gets a 12.
Fails.
Fails. 1 fail, 2, that's 2 fails, and Flesh Amalgam 3 gets a 17.
That passes, yeah.
Okay, so the one kind of Grayford passes and the other 2 fail.
Okay, the first 2 are now turned.
Okay, yeah.
So a turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it can, and it cannot willingly end its move in a space within 30 feet of me. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there is nowhere to move, the creature can take the dodge action.
Okay, cool. So that makes it Grayford's turn, right? They don't need to move right now. They move on their turn, correct?
They move on their turn.
Nice, no worries.
Okay.
Crawford, you've got a little man in front of you. He doesn't look very turned.
Killing them seem to do more bad.
Big bad. There isn't a lot of flesh left, if that helps, in the particular pile in front of you. This is a Flesh Amalgam chunk.
Okay.
A gobbit.
Which one am I
A fuck.
Oh no!
I don't want that on my thing.
Congratulations, we've dated it.
Yeah.
Like we didn't do that enough
hey,
already.
You want to date the withering mother? You definitely want that.
Yeah.
Which one am I attached to via lightning?
You are connected to number 1, which is the one in front of Torsten.
Okay, I will do. Yeah, I'll do a d12 of damage to him. 7 points of lightning damage through the air.
7 points of lightning damage. No worries. That puts it to.
Is he dead?
He is not dead. He goes, and then it begins to run away.
Shake it off.
Yeah. I really wish we were recording like visual for that. That would have been quite entertaining.
Very good, very good. Might go to prison for I don't know.
Depictions of horrific violence.
Yeah. I will do nothing else.
Okay, I'm really glad you've decided to do nothing else. And that
Nothing
brings
else.
it to Guion's turn.
One more thing.
Oh.
Can I throw a tomato into his mouth?
You can, he goes.
Okay.
And goes do grows
Yeah.
long.
Goes back up to a Flesh Amalgam spawn.
Yeah. No, Guion, seeing that actually they are getting smaller, their flesh is actually reducing. He's just going to knock a normal arrow this time and take a shot at the one in front of Torsten. That's running.
Okay.
Actually,
No
I'm guessing he can't see the one in front of Growfed, or can he? But it's got like half.
I'm going to say, yeah, he has easily 3/4 cover there.
Okay, then in that case, I'll just go for the one in front of Torsten if that's okay.
Yeah.
Which I imagine I can see fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
And it's going to take... Ooh, I got max on the damage and I got least. I got 5 points of damage.
Okay, solid.
Now minus 1 arrow. Twang! And again, that reverberating. And then afterwards, he breathes out. And then knocks the next arrow, or gets ready to.
Sweet. The arrow like sinks into it, and like another hand like grows out around it, and like snaps the arrow off, and then it like scatters out of the bottom of the creature as it pulls it for itself.
Gross and tasty.
Jinkies.
Oh, jeepers.
I need a catchphrase for the podcast, so I'm thinking Jinkies might be. It's pretty original. I thought I'd
stick to your
slap
lane.
it out there.
You don't have a mystery machine or shit. You know?
Not yet.
Stick to the theatre images you know.
Look, we've got a goal in this podcast. That is to create the mystery machine. And that's the aim of the campaign.
And that is all we care about. And
Yes.
I am robotic, so maybe you can just take me apart and make a mystery machine out of me.
No, he's going to put you back together and make you into Scooby-Doo. That's it.
I mean, isn't okay? Scooby-Doo is an eldritch being, so we need to find an eldritch being to make into Scooby-Doo.
Joe,
That's Guion's
can I also
turn,
check, after I've shot the arrow, does the creature seem to be affected by normal damage as well as...
It definitely like continues to bleed from that wound you dealt to it, but
cool.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be unaffected by my magical damage.
That's all I'm checking. And then with the remaining, I'm going to actually run over to Growth. I don't get there, but I'm making my way.
Yeah, nice. That measure tool as well, if you click the little icon of the running man as well, you can just click and drag and measure yourself your distance.
Oh, that's cool.
Without having to re-click.
Oh, I see. That's cool. Alright, cool.
Cool. That makes it Flesh Amalgam 3's turn, which is the one that isn't turned. That's the one in front of Growford. He's going to make his attack.
Do it.
Which is a 19 plus 3 for a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Solid Flesh Amalgam. Nice one.
This is also going to be a science experiment.
This is Flesh Amalgam chunk. So, nice. It deals 7 bludgeoning damage. And 1 fire damage.
Cool. So 8 points overall. He takes 5 frost damage.
Ooh, solid.
Ice damage.
Chunk. 5 was it?
5 cold damage.
5 cold damage.
What does cold damage do?
Smackbow.
He doesn't seem as phased by the frost damage, unfortunately. So he like, you see like the ice crystals like crack across the surface of it and then like just melt and like liquefy across the surface. They crystallize on the surface as like pure white ice shards, and then as they like leak out of the bottom of the creature, it's more like ruddy, reddy grey, which is a bit gross as it melts.
Ew.
Runs over the
one or the other.
Yeah.
Do nothing or do lots.
Yeah. That is the Flesh Amalgam's turn for that one, and then Flesh Amalgam 2, which is this one here, has to run its full distance. So
Run away! Run away!
30 and then dash, is it as well? It has to take the dash action. Does it have to take the dash action? Or does it just have to end its turn outside of 30 feet?
Using its action. Oh yeah.
A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it possibly can.
Yeah.
For its action, it can only use the dash action, unless there is nowhere to go, and then it can use the dodge action.
Cool. So it doesn't have to use its dash action, it just has to end its turn 30 feet.
It does have to use its dash action.
Unless it can...
No, it said it can only use the dash action.
Yeah.
But it
has to use its turn to get as far away from me as possible.
Okay, it will continue up onto the shelf then for another
Cool.
30.
Lovely.
Actually, it'll go on the speed.
Stay away, little creature. That was really cool, but probably not very effective for what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
We might end up hunting little gobbits around the...
This one's going to run and you'll get an attack of opportunity against him as he moves.
Smackaboo!
Smackaboo. Nice. Roll attack. Anyway, not damage. You don't get to do that yet.
That is a 16 to hit.
That one hit.
Nice.
Excellent. And that deals a lovely 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Lovely.
As you strike it, your hammer just like squishes it into the ground. The lingering remnants of green flame blade just like curling and frying the edge of its flesh as it sits there, smouldering, unsplitting, dead.
Any more splits? Unsplitting, you said.
No,
Nice.
it's dead. Definitely dead.
Definitely dead?
That will make it that one anyway. I'll make it Growthid's turn.
Okay, just it. Okay. For my turn. Yeah. For my turn, I will. I am going to circle around.
Okay.
Wait, one cone. One cone.
Make a cone. You can
No.
only move in a cone shape right now.
Yeah. And sort of call out, a little bit of help in here, please. And I will... Oh, this close, I can't really do much. In fact...
Smack it in the face.
I can try smacking it in the face. I will brandish a small dagger, which actually shing out of my armour.
Solid swing noise. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, does it like Edward Elric out of your hand?
Yeah. So
Nice.
a little bit of
I
a
love that.
and stab down towards it. I rolled a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Hey!
With your dagger. Solid.
Bam.
Dagger hit. That is 3. That's 4 points of piercing damage.
4 points of piercing damage. It like the knife like sinks into it and it like pulls back out again like a hat to the touch as you pull the dagger out of it, but it definitely does some damage to the creature. How much damage was it? 5, did you say?
4.
4. Nice.
4. And
Solid.
then I will do nothing.
Cool. That makes it Guion's turn.
Guion is going to run, hop through the tomato, stepping on a few in the process.
Nice.
As he vaults it. As he's running, he puts
They are still tomatoes, so you're okay. Yeah.
Oh, cool. What?
I had to roll just for you, you know.
Oh, okay. I thought like these magical tomatoes.
Hey, you never know.
He went through the bush. You might have gone through a different part and got like bean sprouts, which are, you're very allergic to.
Put my bow away on the back as he's doing this, and just wrapping it back up in the cloth and then stashing it on his back.
Yeah.
and then he's going to go, and with his gauntlets, he's going to reach forwards. Gloves. With his gloves, he's going to reach forwards, just try and grab onto any bits of flesh of this creature, and just drag it back and try and grapple the creature if possible to get it away.
Okay, no worries.
It's an athletics or acrobatic check.
Yeah.
Versus
One
mine.
second, I'm just checking.
I got 14.
14.
You know what? I'm just like so smart. Anyway, as your fingers like sink into the flesh, it pours out between the cracks in your fingers and just leaks onto the ground through your hands. Like the burn like cakes up your arms as you grab it. It is incapable of being restrained or grappled.
Shit.
It has that condition.
Then...
Oh, Guillaume!
Rolford, I've tried, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Doesn't
you
seem to be grabbable.
Is this the plan?
Let's curb stomp him.
The go-to.
If in doubt.
Curb stomp out.
That's the end of the turn.
Okay.
Cool. That will make it Flesh Amalgam 3, which is the one you're currently holding. It doesn't take kindly to being manhandled, even if it can't really be manhandled. It will attempt to bite your hand as it slips through your fingers with a 13? Not
13 doesn't hit.
It just can't quite get any purchase as it's in its smaller part slipping through your fingers.
I like to think as I'm in it, like I'm bringing my hands out, one of its like internal mouths goes from my hand or something. It has internal mouths, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It has mouths everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh shit, kind of bring my hands out.
It's all just perpetually growing and falling apart parts of body. Roll as you're like handling the creature. Could you roll me a nature check for me?
Yes, natural 20.
As you fumble with the flesh of the creature, it's like thick and tough as well as like very liquid, which is a weird combination. You know by handling it, this like weird amorphous flesh is only found in aberrations, so you know that about the creature, and there's something weirdly familiar about the additional texture to it. That is made of giant. And with that, we get Flesh Amalgam 2's turn.
For the listeners there.
Yeah.
All three of us, both all looked at the camera, eyebrows raised.
We just had a little meerkat moment. All of our heads popped up and went, "It's a whale what? It's a whale what?"
Wait.
Let's just be clear here. It's made of giant.
Yep.
Wait, you say giant?
Giant, you say.
Right.
Which you obviously know from having your hands in giant guts.
I would say though, if it
He's
was
a
me
hunter, he knows.
and I've just pulled my hands out of this creature, Guion's gonna look spooked. I mean,
You can't tell because
really
of the visor.
tell,
But
in his body position, like he's like sway back, kind of hips forwards, back,
yeah.
kind of like, oh my fucking god.
Guion, you know that, but the others don't, as of yet, just to clarify.
Okay.
That makes it Flesh Amalgam 2's turn, which is the one that has run away, and it's going to continue to scale a shelf here and get on top of the...
Get out of here.
Let's say that's probably another 10 foot up as well. Yeah, it's going up onto this, right underneath this big pneumatic cylinder over here.
There's a Flesh Amalgam just here. Is that dead or is that still going?
That one there, that one's dead, yeah. The one,
Okay,
this
cool.
one. Yeah, he's dead. He's just a big pile
Ew.
of like slowly greying, smelly flesh. Still that sickly sweet scent that like hits the back of your nose. So.
Nice.
That makes it back to the top of the round. Torsten, that is your go.
Torsten, I will take the dash action. Then... Well, let's just... What's that? How far is that up?
That's 20 feet across and about 30 foot up.
Alright, then fine.
Because those shelves are 10 and that glass ceiling definitely curves.
So I'm going to take 30 foot to the base of these hydroponic shelves, and then I'm going to start climbing.
Okay, no worries. Sweet, you begin to definitely move up. It's fairly easy. They're like set out with like ladders in this idea, but there is like burn sections that makes it a little tricky.
I took a dash action, so that's all the way to the top or no?
Yeah, you can get onto the top of that shelf with that.
Okay,
Even
cool.
with this slightly difficult terrain left behind by the fleshy thing.
Yeah, I'm up.
That is your entire action. That brings
It
us
is.
to Grawford. The fleshy thing is in front of you, and Gwion looks shook.
It's like wrapped around his hands, right?
It's like pulling back through them onto the ground. He's not really holding it.
Okay, yeah. It's like pulling around his hands. I'm gonna be, I have my dagger out in my hand. I'm just gonna go, Gwion, just stay still. I'm sure this won't go wrong. And I'm gonna try and, I feel like if someone was like covering your arms and sort of like, not being grappled by it and like skimming over them, I'd like try and skim over the skin of Gwion to just hit it with the dagger.
I like it. You have advantage on this
off your hand.
flanking as well.
Ooh, tasty.
Because Gwion's flanking with you.
It's a 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Spicy. The damage won't be too amazing. Oh, 4 damage again.
4 damage. Sweet.
Yes, it is, once again.
You skin the weird skin off of Gwion, untouching his hand as he moves through it, and the creature just crumples into grey, rotting flesh at the floor. Again, as it writhes momentarily, going.
Alive.
It's dead.
Oh, dead.
Oh, no. It's
Dead.
dead.
Okay, I'm gonna find. Okay, I'm gonna say, Gwion, you're alright.
Well done, Grawford.
No worries, and I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, seeing that he's okay.
And then no one wants to fuck with the control panel. Got it. No, cool.
We don't know that we don't know what it is. It says
I'm in
control
far
panel.
too much rage for control panels.
No, that's
Sorry.
fair. Yeah.
What does it even look like? Do we know what
It
the
looks like-
control panel is?
A series of buttons and switches and levers.
Does it make any sense to us from
You
looking
could
at it?
get closer and roll the history check, but you've already moved. No, it'd be an intelligence check. Sorry, not a history check.
Okay. So how far is the big guy away from me?
He is currently, measure,
Like
45.
45, and he's up.
He's up, so call it 50.
50 feet.
I'm not doing the maths on that.
No, it's fine.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, that's measurement. I'm gonna look around because I feel like the control panels, they are very conveniently labeled control panels, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't know what a control panel is. So I'm gonna
You've
look
been around on
around.
Voltress. You've been around on Voltress for 3 years.
I have, but I'm gonna look around and I want to figure out a way. Is there any way that I can move the slime back down to us, or move us to the back to the slime easier? Is there anything I could do? Maybe thinking about the control panels
Okay.
to use the terrain in our advantage.
Make me an Arcana check, because this is definitely a magical system. and
Bum,
magical
bum,
terrain.
ba-da.
Either that or a straight intelligence check, whichever's the one with the same
It's
designers on
a-
face.
I have a proficiency in Arcana then,
Nice.
so I rolled a 21.
21. You see, along the top of the container, those big tubes directly above him. Those are both container for liquid and pesticide. As well as you can see there are several gantries of sprinklers that go across the entire ceiling. You know that one of these will empty those containers or turn on the sprinklers from one of those two control panels.
Okay. I will action dash,
Cool.
and I will. So I've used 15, so I can get to there.
You can get
Like
nice.
next, almost pretty much next.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that's within that. So that's 5 feet of you. So you
Is
can
it an
get
action to use it though?
No, it's a free item interaction.
Wait, I can't do that. I sliced the thing.
Oh, you did. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm here,
Like
and I
action
get
action,
5, 10, 15.
Nice.
Bonus action Misty Step
Ooh. Okay. Nice.
as I jump into the air, and so dark clouds just and pick me up, and I just appear
Ooh,
over
nice.
here.
Cool. You want to
As-
switch levers?
I would, yes, press every button there is.
Okay.
Not every button, but I would try to calculate.
All of them.
You got CPBD.
What could possibly go wrong?
nothing. That's what Ben would do, but
Yeah.
he's intelligent, so he'll try
you
and
think it through, and you pull two of the levers, and you watch the valves at the top of each of these containers just unlock, and it just twists. And the strain, these are usually only opened when they're empty, and then there's a secondary control that allows you to seal them back up again. But because they're full, they just dump their contents, and it breaks. The tube falls straight down, and I'm going to get the Flesh Amalgam to make a dexterity saving throw, which it fails because they've been rolling terribly. This one that's under is full of water. The one on the other side is full of like pesticide, and it's those two like gallons and gallons and gallons of water and other chemicals just like spill over the top of the lab and flush it off the top of the tube there, and it falls over the edge.
Oh no! Ooh, is that good or
Quite
bad?
a ways down. It just like you watch as it like cascades in the water and hits the ground with a solid to the ground. It's going to take quite a lot of damage.
You know those like gooey alien toys?
Oh yeah.
That's about 40 feet down. So
46.
yeah, and it's going to take a bit of acid damage from the pesticide as well. Yeah, you watch as it like impacts the ground. It just like pancakes flat and then begins to like get eaten by some of the pesticides around it. It hits the ground like a fleshy grey eyeball-y pancake and dies.
Sick.
Love to see it.
Okay.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Is that them all dead?
Nothing shakes, nothing moves, nothing makes any sounds from the piles of flesh. All you hear is a... Are they dead? Hello? Are you guys dead?
We're not dead.
Oh,
I would like to
believe you.
use Divine Sense real quick, though.
Yeah.
I doubt it'll pick anything up, but everything within every celestial fae or undead... Sorry, celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that's not behind turtle cover will ping to me.
Is the turtle celestial?
He is a astral turtle.
Oh my god.
There's there doesn't appear to, it doesn't ping anything in the area of any of those creature types. Are you guys really alive? I feel like it might be the fleshy thing. It's not trying to trick me.
I'm gonna saunter up.
Okay.
And give him a bit of like a little knock on the shell.
No, sounds like a bad guy.
No, good sir. We are not bad guys. Please trust us. We got rid of the bad guy actually.
Roll a persuasion check.
My name is Griffin Minotia, but
Sounds made up.
you can call me G. But my persuasion check is I've got +6 and I rolled an 8. But like I rolled a 2 +6, so it's an 8.
It sounds like a made up name.
I mean, well, thank you, but that's kind of interesting.
I will have made my way down by this point.
Yeah.
And I would like to grab the edge of the turtle's shell, stand it upright, and look inside and go, out now.
All you can see is like layers of like scales. There's no like view of him on the inside as he tucks his head round.
And I shout, out now.
You sound like a bad guy. Like this.
Queen's gonna join Torsten and start reaching in and pulling.
That's the wrong end!
Listen what he says, or else I'm coming in.
I'd like to see you fucking try.
Make me tear this shell open.
Guys.
Who the hell are you guys? What the fuck? You're worse than the monster.
I need answers. Out now.
Me too.
Roll an intimidation check, Torsten.
Do you have advantage because I'm helping?
Sure. I don't think I'll need it. This guy seems pretty easy to intimidate.
That was a 10.
Yeah, he, like, He pops out. His head comes out of the hole closest to the floor, and you realise, Gwion, that you were holding the wrong end and trying to get inside. Could you let go of let go of me?
I put him down.
Oh god. What the fuck was that thing?
You don't know?
Do I look like I know what that thing is? Is it dead?
It's dead. Where did it come from?
I don't know.
Where
It
did it
was in one of the hydroponic labs. It just emerged. And oh no! It may have ruined a bunch of the crops. Oh god! Oh no!
Are you a farmer here, sir?
He's the foreman, right?
Yeah. I can't remember what I called him. I said a name.
I'm
last
going
night.
to my notes now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will. No, I'm just going to wait until you say it and then correct you. No.
My brother, everyone.
Foreman Hells.
Foreman Hells.
Foreman
Yeah,
Hells.
my name's Hells. Tula Hells. What are you guys doing here? Did you come to deal with this thing?
Yes,
thank
we're
God.
here from Golden Wing, but I need to know more. It came from one of the labs.
Yeah, it was just hiding in a corner, and when one of the farmhands
Where?
went near
Show
it,
me.
it attacked. Sure. He leads you away from the area, quite gladly away from the piles of gooey flesh, into one of the labs. You can see there's big trails of destruction as it's moved through this area, like a grotesque snail trail of burnt cabbages and various.
Watch out
other-
for more of them.
You could mean there could be more of them?
I don't know.
So he goes straight back into the shell.
You almost, you see him duck just a little, it's tight tensing up. He just almost shrinks into it.
His turtleneck, I believe.
Yeah, he pulls it up with his mouth. Yeah, it was in here. I think. Yeah, no, it was in the back of this lab, and then he points to one of the desks that has a large charred area around it, but this is right up against the edge of the lab, and you see there's a burred-through hole on the other side of from the glass exterior of the dome.
Well, Torsten, shall we go in?
Through the hole.
The hole is only the size of your fist. It's about yay big.
Okay, so we probably couldn't fit.
So we
Do
can
either of
figure-
you know what the hell that was?
No idea. Wasn't it what you said? You said it was very
Yes,
similar.
I've
We
seen it
talked about.
before. I
I haven't seen that before, but it was made of bloody giants.
It was made of what?
What? Wait, have you seen giants before?
What?
Its tough skin resembles that of a giant.
It's quite blobby.
Torsten, could you roll me a history check for me? See what you
Yes.
recall about the creature from your backstory.
Nothing. 10.
10? You know, instinctively that these creatures are very similar, but you know they're not the same. The thing that laid waste to your house was definitely stronger than this thing by a long shot.
Okay, cool. Because
But
Torsten was
it's
just
a
feeling...
similar ilk.
Torsten was at the moment battling with, did I just roll over and die when this thing attacked? I could have fought it. What the hell?
Bro, that's rough.
But no, it's quite nice to hear that other thing was stronger. Okay. Shit.
I really,
Right.
if there's giants around here, I really want to know where we can find them and why they've been made into these things. Potentially there's a whole cage of giants down here and somebody is letting these creatures feast on them. This is barbaric. These poor giants. Joe,
Mhm.
having a look at the hole where the creature came out from.
Yeah.
Is there a doorway or something, or is it literally just a glass panel or something?
It's the glass side of the dome as it comes down, through this lab, ending the section of the building. It's
Okay.
clearly condensed itself down and squeezed through a gap it's burnt through. So there's the melted edge of the glass where it's pressed up against it.
But there's
The
no...
whole panel's warped and distorted from the heat, and then it's slipped through the bit that actually melted.
Okay, but there's no door on this bit. It's just a glass dome.
Yeah,
Then in that
just
case,
outside the
can
glass.
Grion use his elbow to start kind of widen the hole?
Yeah, absolutely. It like shatters like pretty quickly because it's been exposed to a bunch of heat, and it's all the wrong shape. So it crumples instantly, leaving about a 5 foot wide, 5 foot square.
Big enough for Gwion.
All through. Yeah.
Growfed.
Yes, Gwion.
I'm gonna go in here and go find out what the fuck is happening with this thing.
This leads like out into the city, out into the rest of the hydroponic farms.
Leaving the farm.
Yeah, out into the rest of the hydroponic farms, right? But
Yeah, it's not like this is. So there are 10 domes in total that make up the hydroponic sector. You're just leaving the outside of one, so you'd be back on the main street if you left the dome through this door.
I'm gonna go in here then and see if I can pick up some sort of trail.
We can follow, but also if we fight another one, I'm not really in the position to. I'm quite
Neither. We should be
Should
careful.
we wait for the guards or something? They'll want to know about this.
You and the guards. You've done well here.
The lads who managed to run off probably already have. They'll want to know, questions. You were sent by Golden Wing. You said she'll want to know.
Also about that, I don't think I mentioned Golden Wing when I said we should do this job.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
not?
I don't think I told you. I think I just mentioned.
My bad.
I said it came from a council.
Okay, then I'll have said the council then. Sorry, that's my
You're all good. Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. No,
We'll revise it as well. The council, maybe Golden Wing herself will want to come down and see these.
Go on, Growfed.
Okay, yes. I'm sorry, Gwen. They may, but if anyone else is in immediate danger, like how you yourself were, then we would like to be there for them. Maybe we should have a little bit of a scout and see.
I don't know. Yeah, you could. I'll stay here.
I'm already leaving him behind. I'm not here to listen to some turtle. Yeah.
Me either. To the hells. Why don't you go tell the guards that Tungsten and Growfed a lot managed to kill these gibbering mothers.
We took the W.
Or what I would say, and we're now on the trail.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll tell them that. Cool.
And if you don't, then we'll find you.
Oh, who the fuck are you people?
Need to know basis.
Catch
you later.
Shrinks back into a shell.
Guion's making his way out with his stubborn attitude.
Please leave me.
Literally, like the cartoon kind of hands in the air, kind of wide stance walk. Yeah, that's me.
Growford will, as Guion's leaving, crouch down in front of Thing. Maybe being scarier than he intends, because he's a very big warforged. Crouch down in front and says, puts his hand on the shell, on the shoulder, the shell shoulder, and says, "You did well today. You have lived through something that's quite traumatic, but well done for protecting yourself, and keep doing that.
Thanks. Thank you.
Have a good day. Look after yourself.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And turn around and leave."
You all exit through the side of the dome and make your way out onto the street. It's a cool night. The sun has fully set, and there's an array of stars over the top of Voltress. You all have lived. Growford, you've lived here for a while, so you're pretty used to this spectacle. But being this high up in the atmosphere, the starscape is, beautiful. In quite a contrast to the creature you just dealt with. This thing is stunning. You can see the two moons of Voltress are like passing by each other in the night sky.
Lunar eclipse.
Sorry, no, they're missing.
Right, okay.
And one of them's like a crescent. It's not full at the moment. But
cool.
You are now on the street. Cobbles and domes go out in all directions from you.
Yeah, looking for the path that it's taken. Yeah,
Okay.
What? Yes, Leon, what?
Shall we have a look for some of this burnt pathing, I guess?
Yes.
Cool.
Follow this. We find where it is, what it is, where it came from.
And exterminate it. That sounds wonderful.
You guys are very
Roll a investigation check, the pair of you.
Okay.
Can we take a break soon as well? I need more water.
Yeah, I was going to break it at 7.
I'm a bit too headstrong for this fight. I'm only rolling a 6 on that.
Okay.
I got a 11.
11. It's not the easiest trail to follow. There are like the occasional burnt like paving slab or like weed by the side of the road as it seems to have shuffled its way through a lot of different alleyways, avoiding like the main streets as you make your way through. Is leading in the direction of the docks, towards the outskirts of the docks, where you know, Groford, there is a large section of warehouses. That's the way it's sort of leading.
And I'm guessing, is that the place where if you like shipments were coming in, they'd be stored in the docks? Okay.
Mm-hmm. They'd be stored in those warehouses on the side. Of any goods that come in and out of Voltress usually go through those warehouses.
As I'm walking forward, I'm going to run my hit points back up a little bit with
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands. I'm actually only going to give myself...
You're touching yourself up. Touching yourself up in the street.
In the street.
I'm going to lay hands on myself in the street. I'm actually only going to do 2.
That's PDA. That's PDA, bro. To yourself
already.
Hey, if no one else is going to do it.
I thought I had more lay on hands than I did, but I used them all.
You used more. Oh, you used up for today.
As you're, you want to. Can I ask also on the way with Groford? Can I like drop back a little bit or speak with Groford if he's in the line?
Yeah.
So, Groford, is there something that happens often in Voltress? Giant abomination monsters?
Guion, 3 years is my first time. And giant? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
That's very odd. Would I have heard of any giant blob thing before?
Giant blob thing? Roll a nature check?
A blob? Big up blob? Nope, I will not have. Rolled like a 7.
That flesh amalgam you just fought in the hydroponics lab is beyond something you've heard of before. But you know with giants, they tend to be big towering creatures with like imposing stature. Very different, like from their usual categories, you know.
If you're honest, Guion, Voltress has its problems, but often not much happens here. It's very well kept, I guess.
Yeah.
Up in the sky, so...
Well, it doesn't seem well kept if somebody's cannibalising giants or something and then discarded the waste products. This is awful.
Are you implying that we just ate a big poop?
Or maybe. I don't know.
Massive turd.
Could be a massive turd.
Like,
it looked a bit like a massive turd.
Maybe another giant ate a giant. Oh,
no.
Guion died. No. Talking about poop.
Guion down!
I don't know.
The giants are too much.
The giant turd, bro. Too much.
Interesting.
Craziness.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Craziness.
Who'd have thought it?
You're muted, by the way, Sam, if you're here.
He's not here. He's never been here. Who's Sam?
I don't even know.
Sorry, who's that? What's that name?
Qui-Gon Jinn?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
He properly died. I think Elon Musk actually went around to his house and shot him up. Okay, he's back. Is he here? Okay, he is here and he's feeling himself. He's laying on hands.
He is. Oh my god. Damn, your camera's on. Your camera's on.
I know you do this on stream.
Swiftly moving on from that, Guion is going to continuously make his way down to the docks, though.
Well, it's fascinating you know about giants, maybe, Guion. Why do you know about giants so much?
Oh, I've got a friend who's one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'm pretty cool.
What kind of giant, may I ask?
A giant.
Right, okay. One of the big ones.
What type of giant, Joe, would I know?
What type of giants would you know? Roll a nature check for me.
I like the fact that Guion wouldn't know. Just a big guy.
It's a 10.
Yeah, you know a decent amount about giants. You know the classic ones: fire, snow, like stone, thunder giants, as well as a few of the lesser known subcategories like Ettins and those sorts of things. Yeah, Cyclopses. Those all the subcategories. Goliaths as well.
Okay. I know a Cyclops.
A Cyclops is very cool. I've not even really read about Cyclopses.
Oh, fun.
Would you like to make a persuasion or deception check with a advantage? You don't have to tell us either one.
Me?
Yeah.
What if I believe him that he's met a Cyclops? Okay.
You might
Should I roll insight? In my answer, it's terrible. So, yeah, nice. I rolled a 7. On it.
It's not good. It's not
We're not the wisest of people, are we?
No. I'm going to believe you. I have no reason not to believe you, I feel. Well, it's not great that they've been made into a puddle and attacked us.
It's pretty horrible for my friend. I mean, I know Cyclopses are abominations and absolutely disgusting, but very mean creatures generally.
Well,
but they're very violent, I would say.
Good to know.
They're very, very stubborn and angry, and not very calm-mannered, I would say.
Okay. Okay, if I find one, I'll avoid it. Sounds like.
Definitely. They don't listen to reason, honestly. They're an absolute nightmare to deal with.
Has Griffith ever taken his helmet off? Since I've seen him.
You mean Guion?
Guion, sorry.
No.
No.
I mean, the entire time, even in the library, he didn't take off his helmet.
Okay.
But, basically, sorry.
It's at that moment that you arrive at the edge of the shipping yard. It's
and they deliver massive turds. Anyway.
The docks are cold and dark. It's past working hours, so there's no movement really around. It is still and unmoving as you make.
Oh no! Wait, does that mean that this is all going to come back to Dockmaster Bowers?
Yeah. He's the bad guy, big bad evil guy.
Big bad evil guy.
Guys, that's really going to be an issue. I'm going to kill your whole family, okay? No problem. When I murder your children and women. Yeah?
Guys, you got a impediment from eating too much giant. It's a common side effect.
That's why you're so fat. Anyway, that's where we'll take a break for the moment.
Giants, geese. We don't know if he lays golden eggs.
Yeah.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in keeping.
Mm-hmm.
Who's got those beans? That's what I want to know.
He's got them beans.
Oh man, I totally should have done that. I should have had people invading on giant beanstalks into Voltress. That would have been so much better.
That would have been quite fun.
Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot.
It's not too late.
It is too late. I know. I found out the next bit. Right. As you approach the dockhouse sector of Voltress, you see that there is a large set of gates, railings that border the outside edge of the warehouses, keeping everything secure as you approach from the outside. You can see seems like a large truck entrance, for large wagons and vehicles to pass through, with a shuttered gate across and a guard's house at the side of it. It's fairly well lit around this entrance, but gets dimmer the further away from it into the buildings you get. It doesn't look like there's many lights on, and you can see there's a sort of lazy looking guard leant back against in his shed, his little guardhouse, looking out.
Does there
On the way.
Are there any signs of what this place might be? Has it got a signpost to tell us, oh, this is a big bad guy lair, or this belongs to Golden Wing?
These look like it's the general shipyard. As you can see it, this is the shipping yard. It's where everything arrives to. Okay. Individual buildings within there belong to different people, but this whole thing is controlled by the governmentally secure as well as, individually secure. Some buildings may have their own security protocols. As you approach, you see there are like some of the bars are a little like bent and squished and like have some of that greyish gooey residue on the outside edge that you're grossly familiar with from the Flesh Amalgam like squeezing its way out of the compound. These are quite tall. They're about 25-foot spiked top railings. Are
we only really seeing it because we know to look for it? Is it obvious, or is it like
after it rains or like there's the night passes, it'll be pretty hard to follow this trail. It's like this. It's only like a greyish,
so it's very
slimy
recent
sort of stuff. Yeah, it's fairly recent. It looks like it's happened within the last like couple of hours.
Look, I'll beckon everyone to the side quickly. Look.
Oh, group huddle. Let's go.
Something's wrong here. This thing has escaped recently. But the council sent us on this mission to rid the hydroponics bay of infestation that they obviously knew about.
Yes, that is true.
It could be an instant report. I don't know. But I find that strange.
Yeah, I didn't find that out, did I, Joe? When I got the letter, did I find out how instant the report was?
Of what?
The report, the letter that I given. How instant was it?
Oh,
is this an existing problem they knew about, or is it? We're finding it a little weird that the council sent us on a mission that is literally happening as we know about it.
Yeah, 2 hours ago.
Is this something they knew was going to happen, or has it happened already, or what?
It was fairly quick. She didn't explain a lot. That there was signs that there'd been things happening in the hydroponic district recently, is sort of how the letter indicates it. No immediate signs, but as you've moved through and found bits of the trail, it does zigzag. It's not a direct line from the docks. It crosses back over itself. You see that there are damaged sections, and people may have noticed that some of the plants are a bit burned up and have reported that, and that's what's gone back to the council and has come to Growford.
Cool. So it doesn't seem suspicious.
We could still be suspicious. Let's have it in our mind.
Could still be suspicious.
I'm a little suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Okay. Well, we know where it is. Main docking area. Do you think we could... Sorry, I've changed accents. I've gone posh again. If we... Look, you know the area, you know the council better, Growford. If we walk up to that guard and say we're from the council, will he let us in?
If we say we've been sent by the council to scout a job and show him the letter, yes, I definitely think so.
Okay. Maybe it's worth going in then. Stop anything else from escaping. If this is a government building or something we can actually deal with, then we should tell them, we should warn them that things are escaping from their laboratory or something in their supply crates or whatever's happening here.
Yes. Let's do this. Allow me to do the talking, please, if you would mind. But if you have anything to chip in, you can. You're very welcome.
That's perfectly fine by me, as long as we get it.
I will start to walk up to the gentleman.
As you make your way up to the gates at the front, he like steps out of his booth and is like, how can I help you?
Hello, yes.
It seems like a dark feathered Aarakocra man wearing seems like a fairly standard like sort of guard's uniform. Looks like leather armor. He's got one of those electric shock pikes that you saw earlier with the feathered guard like propped up against the edge of the booth, but he doesn't reach for it as you approach the gates. How can I help you?
Fine gentlemen, are you the watcher of these gates?
Yeah, I guard them night shift, you know.
Yes. How long have you been on?
Like a couple of hours. Not bad.
When do you finish?
Midnight.
That's not too bad.
Shift off to another. It splits. It means I can still get back to my
very nice.
family.
Yeah, indeed. It's not really much of an early bird then.
No, that's a good one.
Yes, thank you. You've never heard that one before.
No.
So, to get to the actual point, we have been sent here by the council to scout a problem that was happening in the field, and we've tracked it back to one of these warehouses. And whilst I'm saying this, I'll be pulling out the letter.
Oh, it's got documents. Can I see?
This is the letter. Yes, you're very welcome to. And I'll pass it over. It would be mighty helpful if you could let us in so we could survey.
Yeah, he takes the document and he reaches back into his little guard's house and he pulls out what appears to be like a monocle. And he lowers it in front of his eye and he looks over the piece of paper, particularly at the golden signature at the bottom. And he folds up the piece of paper and then hands it back to you. All good. Would you like to come through? There's the three of you, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Don't mess with anything. A lot of these warehouses are privately, owned. Don't be causing any damage, any of those sorts of things. Otherwise, it's on me. But you are welcome with this piece of paper into the dockhouse. Welcome. He opens the gates and he closes them back behind you and slides the bolt across. Perfect. He goes, which way did it come in? Do you see which way, dockhouse it came into? What are you even looking for?
Well, a molten lava puddle ball squishmallow of a giant.
Look,
you know what?
Something has burst out of here. We'll deal with it.
This is for goods. We don't ship live things very often, and those are very well secured. But we can follow the trail if there's a trail. I mean, he pulls out his flashlight. It's I'm ready to go. Let's.
Just over here.
You stay behind us. If you're coming, you can show us the way, but stay behind us. Keep safe.
I have to stay with you.
Do you know where the records of shipping manifests would be kept?
Those would be kept by the dockmaster or individual warehouses. If it's in the public warehouses, the general shippings. If it's in a private warehouse, then yeah, it would be owned by that particular company. Huh.
Okay. We might need access to that.
Of course.
Let's find the specific warehouse first.
Yeah.
Yes, and we saw where it entered, really, didn't we? The sort of trail.
Yeah, you circle back round to the hole in the fence where it clearly squished through. He's ugh. With his flashlight out, it's that's gross.
Yes, it certainly was. And
you're following this thing on purpose.
Yes.
An odd choice for an evening, but who am I to judge? Anyway, it looks like it went that way. Points off into the center of the darkness, down one of the main streets.
It is a weird choice, but it is more exciting than I guess a few other things.
He does appear to be pointing the right direction with his investigation check.
To the library.
I see, points back out the side of the fence. It looks like it's gone that way.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess we will follow.
Yeah, follow the trail. It leads past a few of the warehouses and along the sides of these big imposing buildings. These are huge storage depots of various goods and contraptions. Some of them have different logos on the front of them. Others just have the crossed wings of Voltress on the front of it. You press on till you see that there is one of the warehouses, one of the public warehouses of Voltress, is sitting ever so slightly ajar. The door, a big roller shutter door on the front of it, is sitting slightly off. It's that's it's not supposed to be like that. Come on. He beckons for you.
Hammer out. I say, stand back.
Yo, we should
and
check
then,
out.
God, he lowers his pike over his shoulder, and it crackles electricity over the front of it. It's and he continues to walk forwards.
They can handle themselves.
Be careful. The electricity does things to them.
Does it? Oh, well, yeah. Hurts.
This thing we thought did split into multiple of its own kind.
What do you guys do? You have weird jobs, and he puts his hand on the door and slides it a couple of juddery steps forwards. It seems like it takes quite a lot of effort. Usually get through the light.
I'm going to walk in side by side of him and bring out my shield.
Wait, one sec. Can I, before you step forward, I sort of point to the side before you move. It says, he thinks our job's weird. He stands as a gate.
Point Bart on his fair share of deep watching. It's ass.
Right. Hello? No, it doesn't look like there's anybody in.
Can I light a torch and have a look around, please?
Well, better go home then.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
You light up your torch and he shines his arcane flashlight backwards and forwards. Nothing is immediately illuminated except for the continuing burnt slug trail that continues on towards one of the stacks of boxes in this warehouse that's scattered about. You can see there's a large piece of clockwork machinery in the center of the room that seems to distribute boxes backwards and forwards, guided on rails that allows them to unload things from wagons in the center of the room.
The trail still follows into here though, Joe, the warm trail.
Yeah.
Can I follow that? Does that lead to a box?
Yeah, as you make your way through the stacks of boxes, they cascade up towards the ceiling, very Crystal Skull esque Area 51.
Okay.
You find a spot where the boxes are burnt and crumbled, and it's clearly pulled its way out of the inside of this stack of boxes. Some of them have fallen over. It's wow, that's quite a mess. You can see there's all sorts of goods.
Which warehouse is this?
Spilled. This is one of the. This is warehouse 6. It's the. This is one of the shipping warehouses for the main thoroughfares. It was public. You know.
Public
We
warehouse.
should have any record. We should have any of the records for it. That's what it means. Owned by the city. You know. But something's crawled out from in there. He steps. He's looking from sort of a distance. He's not getting too close.
Do all of these come from the same shipment usually, or is it just a storage facility for lots of different shipments?
This is a storage facility for lots of different shipments. You know,
Right.
people come in, people arrive at Voltress, need somewhere to store their goods before they can set up a shop. This is where they come. They come from continents.
Pulling a javelin out, I'm going to use it as a crowbar to open one of the nearer crates.
Oh, wait, that's not yours.
We are conducting. Wait. We
I
are
understand. We're not...
Go on, Torsten.
I understand. You need to uphold your laws and traditions, but we're in the pursuit of a dangerous creature and fugitive. We have all rights to step where we need to, and remunerations will be paid by the city council.
Well, it clearly came from in there, and he pulls apart
and if there's more in nearby boxes,
then they'll crawl out as well. Look, this one's fucking metal lined. He pulls the side of one of the boxes.
Was the one that it came out of metal lined?
Yeah. You can see all of the crates around here are wooden or mesh cages holding bolts of cloth or anything like that. This one, you clearly pulls apart the side of it, and there's a metal lined container on the inside of this box. It looks like it would probably fit the burning creature.
Is there part of this container left and part of the box left?
Make an investigation check for me. A lot of it's burnt.
Okay, because I'm looking for symbols, markings, writing, anything that might be on there.
I wanted to do that too, so can I join in?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll cast light.
It's a 9 from me.
Myself.
A pair of you drag the box out from the stacks of boxes around it, pulling things aside and making sure you get as much of that original box out as possible.
I rolled pretty crappy. 7.
Me too. Yikes. 9.
There isn't a lot left of the box, just the metal shell. But with that investigation check, you can definitely see there was everything else is fairly neatly sealed around the outside. Everything's riveted neatly on every corner except for the bottom left-hand corner where the creature's pulled through. It's
Yeah.
very deliberately weakened. You also find a rather familiar name on the top of that, Torsten.
Oh no.
But I cannot pronounce it for the life of me. So, what was that name?
It is Emulor.
Amula. You know the name right away.
Emulor.
Mhm.
Emulor.
Yeah.
Shit. What?
What is shit? What?
What? How is this?
Something's happened.
While this is
This-
going on,
Yeah.
I'm going to speak to the guard.
My name's Guion, by the way. Can I take your name?
Pleasure. Oh, fuck me sideways with a rake.
And badge number.
Interesting
I
name.
don't have a badge number.
Weird. Okay, well, what's your name?
Ulrich Swift.
Elric Swift. Oh,
Ulrich.
Elric Swift. Let me give you a piece of advice, Mr. Swift. The pension scheme for soldiers, crap. Get out now while you can. It's
That's
not
why I'm a
good
guardsman.
Yeah. Also pretty bad. It's this same bracket of scheme. You're still in brand 1. You know, it's
The benefits are pretty good. You get wing care and a decent house on the city.
well, maybe you got a good business, but in my experience, you have to at least kind of get general and commanding a bunch of other people to get to like the bracket 2, 3.
Yeah.
You know, get that bigger pay.
I
Oh,
get.
you found
You see, I get dental for my beak, which is a nightmare, as I'm sure you can imagine, in the city.
I can imagine.
Are you saying there's a hospital wing called the Wing Ward?
Yeah, absolutely, there is.
The
The wing wing.
Wing. Torsten, what is it?
This is my. This crate was sent by my family.
By your
Well,
what?
Kind of. My in-laws, actually. This is very confusing.
I am writing a lot of stuff.
Same.
By so wait, your in-laws, isn't that? I'm not very up on this. Someone you're married to's family?
Yes. House Emulo. A house of Baroda.
Well,
I don't. Wait, is it a house of Baroda, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's the House of Brother, which is one of the 3 empires of Algora.
brother.
A house of Baroda. I don't know why they would be shipping these things or what they have. This is very strange. We'll have to find the dockmaster and find all of the other versions of anything else shipped by this house and what?
Is this extra distressing, Torsten?
It's confusing.
Confusing.
I haven't seen my wife in a year, maybe? Something like that. But strange.
Seems to have come back in a way.
With the
Well,
complete
she was
lack
never
of...
really a...
Guild's going to turn and go,
Sorry.
You're married?
Yeah, yes.
Leon, when asking questions like that, it's not great to sound a bit surprised.
I mean, yeah, that was a bit dense, bro.
Hey, you're on guard duty. Can I ask Torsten? You said the House of Aylmore and the House of Brothers.
do I know anything about
No,
those?
I am, my house of Farron Grey is one of the lords in the kingdom of Barotha. Brotha.
You know it.
Yeah. Okay.
As do you.
And this
I know it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
it's
One of
yeah,
the
and
three.
her family name is Aemulor. Aemulor.
Aimlaw. So that's your wife's family name.
Yes.
What's her name? Gold?
Silver.
No.
Yeah.
Hortensia. Her
What's
name
the-
is Potentia.
Potentia. Intense note writing.
Intense. Like campaign.
Absolutely.
Like
And she's the one who sent this crate then, Mr. Tungsten.
Or her family,
what?
at least.
Sorry.
She's the one who sent this
Her
crate.
family's name is on the crate. I would doubt it. She uses Farron Grey now.
Do you have any way of
Or I
contacting?
would hope she does.
Yeah, do you have any-
No, she disappeared shortly before everything went bad.
I think we might need to have a sit down.
A sit down, you say?
I think personally, a little bit of a sit down and a chat about some of these things you're saying might be quite useful.
Yes.
I'd maybe give you some time to
Yes.
process as well, Torsten.
And yes, Torsten,
Yes. Yes.
if the guards do get here, they probably want to ask questions. What would you like to tell them?
This is setting earshot off the other guy. Yeah.
I have to kind of report everything.
It's fair.
Yeah, of course.
Would you like to handle this? Would you like us to
You clearly know the council and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know the council.
What?
But, well, if you can report this as, sorry.
What do you mean you don't know the
I don't
council?
know. Yeah, like I say,
If you want to ask,
I don't. Groford, you know the council, don't you?
I sort of want to say no, just so we can have a whole campaign of saying who is on Voltress Council. Do I know who's on the council?
Yeah, you know most of the members, not personally.
Not
but
personally.
you know of them.
I know
because,
one
of
of
course, they're the ruling council of Voltress. Yeah.
Do I know any of the council?
Yeah. Lady Goldenwing is
Goldwing.
leader of the council.
Goldwing is the leader of the council.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's this island's queen, the governor of the
She's
university,
chair lady.
and the leader of the council.
Big.
Not that great title then.
Well,
Destroyer of pussy.
She's kind of like small fry, like a middle manager sort of person.
Yeah. Upper middle.
just
middle.
the oh god,
The worst kind of management.
Look,
had to bring Destroyer into this.
I don't know. I've not been in contact with the family for months. I would secure and restrain any shipments from them recently, and maybe find out what boat they came in on. I don't know what's going on, but the family is honourable. It must be some mistake.
Well, also, just to say, this corner seems to be deliberately weakened somehow. Like it's been tampered.
It does.
Yes, the corner of the metal box, right where it escaped, looks intentionally weakened.
Indeed.
Can I have a look?
Joe, can I have a look at how old that weakening is?
Yeah.
E.g., yeah. Might it have been damaged potentially on shipment? I mean, I guess I wouldn't really be able to know. I would like to know how old.
Yeah, roll an investigation check for me.
6.
6.
We are so good at investigating.
You can see that it was clearly weakened. Like, so
Honestly-
imagine this metal box wrapped in a wooden box, right? And each corner is bolted and riveted except for this bottom one. So potentially with the slow heating up of the box, it got weaker and weaker. Oh,
Okay.
You know how at the beginning of this we were like, Jinkies is going to be our catchphrase because we're going to be the Scooby-Doo.
Zoinks!
Oh,
interesting. Sorry, we lost a
Go
10.
back.
We're going to be Scooby-Doo.
Dead.
Instantly.
I would have gotten away with the joke
You got
too.
copyrighted.
If it weren't for you meddling internet. Joe, you're muted, by the way, if you're speaking.
Yeah, Joe, if you're speaking, you're muted. I think you might need to
We would
reload
have
or
gotten away
something.
with it too. If it weren't for the meddling Elon Musk sitting the heck.
Yeah.
The camera fixed it.
It's grand. It was probably the audio thing readjusting levels for recordings. Anyway, yes, the box was definitely structurally weakened on the corner.
Cool.
You can see the metalwork has been deliberately tampered with in that particular section to make it spring open.
See, that could be it. The shit, I don't know who shipped them, but we need to find out that sort of thing. But like you said, Guillaume, we should find a place settled for a time. Maybe talk. I need some time to think this through.
I mean, a good place to think is the library.
Library?
Or, hear me out, we could also go to the boiling pot. It's quite nice in.
I don't think that's a good idea.
But
I mean, I think it's alright. I mean, it's not bad. It's got nice seating, a few
Did you
games.
lose something last time you were there?
No, not much. You know, a little bit
Left
happens.
testicle.
Part of the game.
Will, how are you feeling emotionally
I'm
and
not sure I
mentally?
can handle COVID right now.
Well, have you had any of the vaccines? They really help to diminish the.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I have this. This generally deals with the most
Right.
less
yeah.
of a shot and more of a.
This hammer has the words PPE, like the letters described differently, like personal
Yeah.
protective
I
equipment.
call this Pfizer.
Great, that's a really good name.
They did it again.
That's gotta be canon.
That's
Gotta
a
be.
very good name.
I that my weapon is called
It's
Pfizer.
Yeah. When you hit with it, it really looks like it's a good jab you've got.
Yep. Just quick.
Very
Jab.
Fuck you all.
Lewis, you need to change the piercing damage now.
Yeah. No,
No,
my javelins should be named Pfizer.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
my
can't remember
God.
any of the other.
AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca, yeah. This is Pfizer. This is AstraZeneca. This is who?
I edit this podcast. I'll be removing all the
Wait,
bits that make you
you're
guys
an
sound
owl,
funny.
That won't take much editing.
Yeah.
It's the easiest part.
From the start. From the start.
Yes, it's at that moment that you hear the roller shutters doors open more, and you hear the clattering of footfall as a few more people in what appear to be heavily armored, from the sound of it, metal clinking on metal, begin to make their way into the workshop and spread out across the area.
Ooh.
I will
Hello.
immediately step forward and take command, like they're my own personal guard. Right, you men, spread out to the side. Cover the exits on the far side. Search the area. Sweep from one side to the other. We have no idea if this thing was in one crate, if there's one thing in one crate, or two things in one crate. It could be still here. Check for signs of burning.
Down,
You two,
Lord
come down
Aaron
here.
Gray. You're not in command here. You watch one of the guards step towards you. This is one of the feathered guard they're wearing, or the winged guard even, wearing the blue plate mail. He's got a leather action shotgun, holstered across his arm.
Sick.
This is currently under the investigation directly of the council. Would you
We're
mind
acting on the
returning-
orders of the council.
Yes, and they've asked for you to return to the hydroponics labs. Lady Goldenwing would like a word with you both. All three of you, in fact. Sorry.
We can go do this.
Right, fine. Alright, Commander. You take it from here.
He nods.
Your name?
What
did you say nonce to me?
He nods.
nods.
Not nonce.
Absolute nonce.
Nonce? He's frozen. Oh, beautiful.
You see, he's a quite handsome looking Eldarin man, so like a summer elf, with like a shock of red hair, very contrasting to the blue armor of the winged knights. He where was the actual name? Cerulean Sunforge. It's a pleasure, sir.
Okay, Cerulean what?
Sunforge.
Cerulean Sunforge.
Cerulean Sunforge.
And your rank?
Captain.
Captain. Thank you, Captain. If you need us, you'll know where to find us. I'm sure.
Of course. He begins like giving out close but not identical orders to the ones you were giving out. You know, like they're in a different order, but pretty much the same orders.
It's in different orders, but the orders achieve the same order of people.
Yeah, you know.
How many of the guards started moving before he interrupted?
No one moved without his saying so.
Damn it!
Ooh, well trained. Good dogs.
I have to get a higher charisma.
You
Yeah.
sounded very, very official, though.
Most of them are carrying shock spears or like shock batons. A couple of them are carrying similar weapons to the captain.
Those, I'll lean over to Guion and be like, those shock spears are quite an interesting weapon.
I would agree with that. They look pretty good, but not as good as my bow.
But did you see what the
Infused.
captain was carrying?
Form
of firearm, I think they're called.
It looked like a big metal tube. I'll personally take Ioun and
Ioun.
Fury in my right hand.
Ah. Understandable.
Are you making your way out of the dock rooms? Cool. Nice. You jaunt along. Traveling music.
It's off. We don't.
You make your way back through the streets until you reach the hydroponics facility.
Can we just go to a waypoint, or like fast travel? Or...
No. You got to work there. So you haven't unlocked fast travel as of yet. You have to complete the storyline. Mm-hmm.
Fast
How
travel
is
it's always
it
the-
you need to level up?
Yeah, true.
It's always the one. It's always the mission people do first. Is they go and do the fast travel mission so that they can traverse better.
Yeah, nice.
yeah.
See,
Nice.
if you unlock the other missions first, your fast travel's better.
Mhm. Oh, sorry. You know when we're in that warehouse, I checked every crate.
Oh yeah.
Just
You
checked every
find
crate real quick.
exactly 3 like overly large glass rubies.
Nice.
What else classically in crates? You find some big like apples. Looks like they belong to a big old sort of dog looking thing.
Oh yeah. Some books from a random ass
There's a
store.
weird like gold coin and some like very toxic looking mushrooms.
Eat them.
Do we have Can we do the Spyro thing and just have like gems? Gems popping out.
No worries. You arrive back at the hydroponics lab to find it in a similar state of chaos to when you left it, but without any of the fighting. There were just people rushing about all over the places. You see several members of the university, identifiable by their like researchers' robes, milling about, as well as several members of the Feathered Knights and a few other guards scattered throughout the area, securing it, locking it down. Most of the researchers seem to be gathered around the entrance as it burnt its way through, as well as the piles of greying, decaying matter on the floor where it was left. You see the Tortle guy sort of recalling some of the information to one of the guards a little ways away, and sort of calmly, almost serenely, stood in the middle of it all, observing everything, is Lady Goldenwing, with what appears to be a custom suit of armor. It extends down the sides of her wings as they flow down to the sides, and is very well fitted. Despite like her small frame, she's like a goldfinch, Aarakocra, so she is quite small. But yeah, she has quite a commanding presence in the area as this maelstrom of activity just happens around her.
Is James there?
James is not there, no.
Big up, James.
Yeah, like from the very distance. A page is missing!
That person looks pretty official. Is that
That's,
your maintenance woman, Grofed?
well, that's Lady Golden.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yes, it is Lady Golden.
Lady Golden.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her. Wow.
Yes, that's her. She's pretty commanding and impressive, right?
Well,
She looks kind of cool.
Yes, I think most of the city
I'll
as well.
walk up and bow.
Oh, she says, oh, no, less of that.
Lady Golden, an honour to meet
Hi.
you. You wish to speak with us?
Yes, it's a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. Yeah, this has turned into a larger ordeal than I initially proposed when inviting Grover to take on this particular mission. We figured it was potentially a smaller pest problem or something that had arrived, without me.
Rats in the cellar.
Rats, yes, exactly. It's turned into quite a large investigation. Do
Would
you have any information for us?
We have
To clear
some.
things up.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Torsten, some of it will be your story.
My lady, my full name is Torsten Farringray. If you know the name.
I do. It was mentioned to me recently.
Yes. Well, we tracked this creature from the hydroponics lab back down to the dockyard, to a warehouse publicly owned, and to a crate from which it had escaped. The crate was marked with the family name of a house that mine is allied to, the Emulor house.
She begins to she's been jotting down notes as you've started talking. Yes. They are of Algora?
Yes, brother.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I don't know what may have happened. They may have. Do you have labs? Your university must have studying and labs and stuff.
Yes, of course.
Perhaps they were sending this creature to be examined, and it escaped. I don't know.
I doubt
Led to
it.
one of this.
We don't tend to let our first-year students deal with aberrations in the laboratory, or anything like that.
No, but for research of the higher nature, there's no research body within your university.
Around
Non-student.
aberrations, it's not particularly well known. I have dabbled
Aberrations.
myself, but aberrations aren't on the curriculum, if you like.
Right.
If this was shipped here for a reason, it is one I'm not clear of.
Well, it looks as though it was shipped here and then intentionally let out by something. The box was damaged on the corner, purposely to release it. It seemed.
Interesting.
So something is either subtly attacking us or revealing something within that family you mentioned. To this mind.
Well, interesting growth, Miss Minotia. Well, gosh, in all my time of running Voltress, I'm not sure we've quite had an evening like this.
It's weird, right? They asked me that question actually, and I said that it's not like this around here.
Oh yeah, it's not usually like this. It's Bowden, right? Guion Bowden, Torsten Farringray, and Grofed Minotia. Gosh,
That's the
I hope to know those names better in a short time, but for the time being, we will sort of need to wrap things up for the evening. My crew will handle all of the investigations from now on and inform you of any decisions that we make, and if we need any more information from you.
Did we mention, this is Ben talking, did we mention the giant?
You didn't.
We did not.
Groford says, oh, one last thing as well. Guion had some interesting insight into what it might be.
Mr. Bowden.
Guion's going to stride over with a bit of swagger and confidence. He's going to take her hand. If she'll let me.
Cross her hands.
He's going to reach out and take it if it's at her side.
She's pretty small. You'd have to definitely bend that. She'd okay. She lets
I'm
it
also
happen.
small.
That is true. You are quite small.
Not that small.
I am a medium creature, but barely.
Yeah. She's
By about 0.2 inches.
You're like 5'8", aren't you?
5'2".
Not 5'2". Oh shit! I thought you were taller than that. I think you were only shorter than Torsten by a little bit. Like that was.
No, I'm pretty short. Okay, well, in that case, if she misses it, I'll go. Oh no, deal. Also hope to know you on a first name basis more in the next few days. You are very, very majestic, Mrs.
Wait, thank you. What was the information?
Yes.
Oh no, he could have to go crap! Godwin kicked him. Godwin kicked him. Godwin was like, you ain't chatting me up, boy!
Banned him from the chat. Oh, we lost him again.
That's very funny.
That is quite entertaining.
He's back.
Is that?
Well, what I found out was that, well, first off, actually, I don't think you've actually said, what you know about this. I'm a bit confused why this is happening. You said you haven't had anything like this happening. You're also getting shipments into a public warehouse, and we found out that stuff has crawled from there to here.
Well, a lot of shipments arrive here on Voltress. It has become a bustling trade centre for a lot of different kingdoms. Algora is one of them, and it wouldn't be surprised if there were a lot of shipments in there from Algora, and even from Brother itself. But we haven't been doing that for a long time. It is
you get a lot of shipments from Brother Kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I found out that some of these creatures are filled with flesh of hideous, disgusting monsters called giants.
Okay. Well, it's interesting that you would say that. But yes, we will do some investigation as to what these creatures are. Aberrations tend to be otherworldly, but if these are, as you say, then we might be dealing with something else.
I would really appreciate, since we've already been doing a lot of this, if you would be willing to keep me updated in your searches through Grofed. And by the way, we're best friends, just to let you know.
Of course.
Yeah, cool. Just checking, making that very clear.
Just keep us updated. Yes, just nothing too special. Just a little bit.
Yeah, we will keep you in the loop.
It would be amazing.
I would appreciate that. Oh, also, Elric needs a pay rise. He's working very hard.
Elric.
Yeah, that guy.
She looks over to one of the guards and says, "Will you take a note of that? Thank you." Yes. Is there anything else we can do with you? We have some work to get on with.
Nope. That's it. I'll just be over there if you need me.
Cool.
As
Lewis, you're muted. Sorry, Lewis is speaking, but he's muted.
Is he?
Oh, his mic isn't working.
Yeah, well, your mic's not working.
Yeah.
He's talking. Okay.
Anyway.
When Guion sort of wanders off, I'm going to try and sort of say in a hushed voice, but I think Torsten is also here, so I can't probably dictate so that I'm hearing. I'll say, sorry about that a little bit. He means well. He's a good man.
Yes, he's an interesting character.
Yes, that would be the one.
Yes, we will keep you posted of any additional information that comes by. We can find you at the Mossy Mess, right?
Yes, that's where I'm based.
Oh,
Perfect.
sounds good then. Mossy Mess.
Your
We should go back and rest, really.
Thank you, Goldwing.
pleasure to meet you all. I wish it was in better circumstances. Bowden?
Absolute pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Mr. Bowden?
And
Baron Grey? Griffith, see you. Goodbye.
My lady.
let's we wander off.
Yeah. I guess we'll leave.
Cool. You leave the hubbub of the hydroponics lab behind and make your way towards the Mossy Mess. Griffith, you've been to the Mossy Mess before. Gwion, you haven't. Torsten, of course, you visited on our first session. You wend your way back through the streets, finding your way to the pub. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're on your way back?
I'll just be thinking, I think. Quietly.
He thinks.
It's still evening, right? Moon's still out.
Yeah, it's late evening, getting towards like 11:30. That guy will be knocking up his shift, see?
As we're walking, I'll stand next to the growth and be like, "You see that one up there?
Oh, yes.
That one's Grand Mill."
Oh, fascinating. Grand Mill.
That's the moon, one of the two moons.
Why do you know that, Gwion?
I'm quite knowledgeable, really.
Oh, fair.
I mean, I've looked at books. Also, unrelated, totally unrelated. Wilfred, since you've been here for quite a long time, what's the name of your local cheapest pet shop?
Well, I believe I heard one of
Asking for a friend.
Right.
You have friends here?
I'm the only friend I know that you have.
Oh, well,
Full stop.
Just answer my question.
I heard of one I think called Furry Friends.
Furry friends.
Yeah, would I know of any?
I hate that you've just made that canon.
I was going to ask Joe, would I know?
You have too much power to make things canon.
Yeah, no, I should really interject before you reach that point.
Any of them I actually know? Or...
Furry friends is what I'll go to. Thank you very much.
Start generating NPCs.
That's the only one that exists.
If you really
only
draw me a
pet
little
shop
map,
on this entire place. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I should have gone for Feathered Friends. No, that's probably weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Feathered people
That would
having
be weird.
birds as pets.
For an Araco for a tower.
That's just child slavery, is what that is.
Yeah.
if you're willing to draw me a little map, that would be great when we get to the mossy armpit. Thank you.
Why? Yes, sure. But
My
with your ways
way
of
better
the
at it than I am.
with your ways of the sky, Gwion, surely you'd be able to navigate your way there.
With my what?
Ways of the sky. Surely you'd be able to navigate yourself there.
Well, yeah, I could, probably, but
But it's
you
been a
probably
long...
know the quickest route, you know, and
Right, yes,
I'll
yes.
follow your quickest, you know. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It's been a
I
long
could,
day.
probably
yeah.
could.
Yes, yeah, fair.
Maybe another time.
I can understand it's taking a lot of effort to engage that sort of high level of brain power.
Yeah. So, Tungsten, why is your
What
wife's
did you
family...
Sorry, you what?
Why is your wife's family mass murderers?
Brutal.
I'll stop dead.
Yeah.
What?
I guess you guys are from the Brother Kingdom, so, you know, not exactly honest, forthright people.
Have you got a problem with my kingdom?
I mean, you're all greedy, selfish, killers. I mean, by nature, brutal, really, I would say.
Brutal, is it? And how would you know such about my land, my people?
Because many of your people have killed many of my people.
And where are you from?
Oh, that's a need-to-know basis, I would
Well,
say.
it sounds like I need to know.
Well, I'm working under the Krohan Empire.
Of course. Well, that explains quite a lot.
My people weren't great, I'm not gonna lie. But the Brother Kingdom, I mean, you guys were pretty disgusting, I would say. So it kind of makes sense that, I guess, your wife's family are mass murderers, but I'm not trying to be mean, by the way. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's happening here, you know? I'm just trying to be logical. Aylmore, the house, your wife, is sending these creatures that are killing giants, and they're killing people. And, you know, I'm just trying to make sense of this whole situation.
1 second. Doing some quick deep dive to the backstory.
How many divine smites does it take to kill
You get results.
Have I ever faced the Empire in my...
You were both military at some point on different sides of the impasse. There's a lot of history between Brotha and Krohan and Shogun, the three empires that make up Algora, but there hasn't been a death due to war on Algora between those three factions in about 150 years, due to their sustained battle, frontline defense over a singular piece of territory known as the Impasse. A lot of people are starting to view the war as pointless. A lot of people would be very angry at those people for saying such a thing. It's like, how dare we back down? This is our front line. It's become a military testing ground for the front line of defense for any new, thing that happens. And the only people who ever get injured there are the people who shoot themselves in their own foot at the moment.
I see. So, undisciplined, reckless, imbecilic. That makes sense coming from the Empire now.
I mean, I don't know exactly what you're trying to say there, considering you guys are the bad guys, but whatever.
Is that what they teach you over there? They teach you that your cause is a good one.
I mean, my cause is a good one. The Empire literally own the impasse. They have a right to it. I mean...
Look, that strip of land. The thing is, if we wanted it, we would have it.
I mean, I know you wouldn't. I could probably take you in a fight, Tungsten, pretty easily.
Is that what you think?
Easily.
Look. Torsten steps forward and fist clenched. No. No. Not tonight. Empire,
Well, you just tell me when you're ready.
Empire dogs can wait till we've got better things to do. While we have better things to occupy ourselves. I can't believe it. Well.
Should we go for a drink?
I think drinking's a wonderful idea.
So, had alcohol
Torsten?
to the situation.
I hope you brothers can handle your alcohol.
Would you like a drink, Torsten?
I have absolutely no idea what I want right now. A fight, a drink, possibly just a bed. This has been a very big day.
A fight whilst drunk, whilst in a bed? We could find you some company for the night, I'm sure.
I am married.
That's a great. You did mention that earlier. Hey, I don't know what sort of marriage you have. You might have an open sort of knowing relationship, you know.
From Grove of Minitia to Warforged Stripper.
Could you please stand between me and this diminutive imperial lackey and try and stop him talking to me?
I will, Guion.
Before I cave in his tiny little skull.
I understand that something is going on here. I understand. Hey,
Guion. My tiny skull.
Guion, calm down. You've had your say. You've had your say.
I always thought that people, you know, Griffith, as we walk towards, I was always told that people from the Empire were basically goblins. They're sort of half giant, half goblin, so they're sort of swollen, but also quite tiny, and they've got little claws for hands and horns. And that was pretty much it. I mean, I'm not seeing anything to disprove that theory right now.
You can say what you want, but the evidence shows the Brothering Kingdom comes from a family of mass murderers. So, I mean, the evidence kind of weighs against you here, to be honest. I mean, you guys are evidently the bad guys. Check literally the evidence. You have killed
mass
loads
murderers?
of people.
What is he referring to then? I don't know this story.
I mean, you're literally bringing up monsters and shipping them to this beautiful new place, Voltress, in the air, just to cause havoc. You're literally the only reason you're here. You're chopping up giants. You're killing people on the front lines.
Why do you care so much about giants?
I just care about, like, as much as the... I mean, you care about giants, don't you, Grofed?
I have nothing against them.
If you turn around, Joe, is there anyone? Are there any other public people around?
I imagine
as you're moving like through the city, there are a couple of people like milling about. It's late. It's getting close to midnight as you're getting closer to the Mossy Mess. But this is the center of Voltress, so there's still a little bit of nightlife. People leaving pubs, people going to pubs and other like nighttime establishments.
Okay. As Guillaume turns around, I'm about 25 feet back talking to someone random. You hear sort of like
25 feet, huh?
It's a very nice night, actually, isn't it? What's your evening?
Yeah, it is. It's a nice night, isn't it? Hmm.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. So, what do you do for a job and for life and stuff, and the general chit chatter back there?
Yeah. You look back to see him having like a fairly animated conversation with a stranger, and the two of you just standing next to each other, complaining.
Well, I don't know about you, Guion, but that's kind of rude.
Oh, I would agree, actually. That is kind of a dickish thing to do as a friend.
Are you serious? We were having a full conversation.
I know, and he's the mediator. Like, he's needed in this conversation.
Exactly. It's like...
When did I sign up to be the mediator in this conversation? You guys just began.
Oh, no, sorry, Crowford, go back to your conversation. You obviously don't
Crowford,
want to be here.
Don't let me get away.
Well, let's get a drink.
I agree. We walk off without you. To be clear.
I'll just turn around and go to the guy. So anyway, yes, what you were talking about. It's fascinating, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Like, breeding small creatures is a very interesting pastime. But, wyverns were just never meant to be pets. That was the first problem with our industry, Wait,
okay, I think I missed a piece of the conversation here.
Oh, sorry.
I may have been distracted, I apologise.
I breed magical creatures. And sell them on, how people did with dogs years and years and years ago. Like they were wolves, and then they were dogs, and there's some that are somewhere in the middle, and some that are like awful because they went too far. I'm trying to find that middle ground with other magical creatures. You see, like,
do you own a store or anything?
No.
Or you still
some of the creatures would be not fit for the public. But, I work up at the university and do some bits and pieces on biology there. Yeah, it's
well, I'd be very interested if you would give me your...
Yeah, my card.
Card is amazing.
My card, yeah.
I'll take the card. What is to put you on the spot, Joe? What's on the card?
Pull up my list of random names so I don't look I can't use that one. I've already used it.
Karlak. In this game.
It's Gilla Hill Summit.
Gilla Hill Summit. Well, thank you very much. It's been riveting, and
He's
thank you
a shorter halfling man with one of the researcher lab coats on.
and he's a magic animal breeder, basically.
Yep.
Thank you for the information, and also thank you for saving me from whatever was going on over there.
Yes, I didn't mind that you needed saving. That was perfectly fine. But I do think they might need you, right?
Yeah, but you might be right. I could probably improve the situation, but
It's been a long night, surely. But
how it goes. They can both handle themselves. Is the message I was getting.
Probably.
So, as a good friend, I would allow them to,
work out the
themselves.
differences. That is respectable.
If I was there, then they might always need me there, and they never actually see. They because of what I did, they walked off together in unison, in duo.
It all works. Mm-hmm.
You could argue that I've actually helped the situation.
Nice.
And with that, I take my leave.
Pleasure.
We on the rug
Side
off you way
conversation
too much.
You wander through the cities, Groford. You catch up if you like, but you all sort of arrive at the mossy mess. You can see it's still fairly busy. There's a few people milling around outside, having conversations, smoking, and then like people who are leaving and people who are just arriving as well. As you step into the interior of the tavern, you see that there are quite a lot of fairly armored individuals wearing reds and gold colours, not of the Feathered Guard, but yeah, they seem to be milling around, having quite animated conversations about, you know, as you come in.
The best stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Red and gold. Oh, I got you. Are we going for a drink?
Well, I mean, we are. I think you had someone else you were going to go for a drink with.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, really, Groford. I mean, you kind of just wandered off and left us, but
Listen,
whatever. I mean, I guess we're not friends anymore. That's fine.
I apologise gracefully if I buy the first round and maybe the second.
Let's go for a drink. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hey, Freya, could we get some drinks over here, please?
And that is where we'll end today's session.
Cool.
Nice.
Thank you for listening
That
to
was funny.
More Than a Story. That was an amazing session, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We
Wonderful.
splattered some giants.
You
The
did.
only thing
It's
giants
already
deserve.
splattered.
Sorry.
Oi.
I should just create a giant hunter character.
Yeah.
But
Monster
we
Hunter
keep
World.
rapping.
Yeah.
Even more than we are.
Yeah, all those podcasty things. Yeah, thank you for listening. Rate the podcast. Follow along. Tune back in for the next episode. We're trying to do these every other week. So thank you for listening, and thank you for listening to More Than a Story.
More than
Story.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, there aren't actually any
I'm kicking
results
in
if
that
you roll.
voice, I
30...
can't
Oh
do
wait,
it.
no, there are results if you roll 34. The gibbering mother.
Oh
no.
That's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
Stop, Joe. Stop. Get out.
Get out,
Stop.
get
They're
out,
they're
Joe,
not
Get out.
good. They're really cursed.
Elon Musk
God.
can see your search history.
Well, it's far too late then.
Oh, mimic